Ceruledge is a Pokemon that has seen solid usage in competitive singles since the start of the generation. This new Gen 9 Pokemon is not a dominant or central force in the metagame by any means, but it's seen enough usage in OU to keep its spot so far. Let's take a look at what Ceruledge has to offer, and why it might be worth using this Pokemon on one of your teams. 80% of you watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. If you enjoy my videos, I'd appreciate it if you would take a moment to like the video and subscribe. Thank you. In terms of stats, Ceruledge may seem a bit underwhelming. Despite that great attack stat, the rest of its stats are pretty low for the Gen 9 OU power level, but Ceruledge has some very advantageous traits in other areas that make up for this. This Pokemon has a Ghost-Fire type combination. Ghost is one of the best types in the entire game, with its 2 immunities and great neutral stab damage against many targets. Fire is a solid offensive type as well, providing super effective damage to the common Steel type and helping Ceruledge hit the majority of the metagame neutrally. Ceruledge has a very good offensive move pool. It's a great user of Swords Dance, and Close Combat is a great move option to hit the Dark and Normal types trying to come in against your Ghost moves. Ceruledge's Stamp types are solid enough to be its main form of offense, and it has some great options to choose from. Shadow Claw is your strongest Ghost Stab option, and Shadow Sneak is a great source of priority. For Fire Stab, you have a new signature move called Bitter Blade. This is a 90 power physical attack that heals you for 50% of the damage you dealt when used. This is a really strong signature move. 50% is a huge amount of healing that seriously enhances the longevity of Ceruledge. Taunt, Destiny Bond, and Will-O-Wisp are some noteworthy utility options in Ceruledge's move pool as well. Ceruledge also has 2 great options for its abilities. Flash Fire is an ability that provides a complete immunity to fire moves and also boosts the damage of your fire type attacks by 1.5 times if you are hit with a fire move. An extra immunity can round out a team very well and provide a valuable entry point against fire type threats like Iron Moth and Cinderace, and that boost to your fire damage will make a Bitter Blade even more effective. A good way to take advantage of Flash Fire is to use a Steel Terra type and act as a bulky win condition. A Steel type with fire immunity is very powerful, and with Bulk Up to enhance your defense along with Bitter Blade as a form of healing, this set can end games and be almost impossible to deal with in the right situations. The other ability option for Ceruledge is Weak Armor. This is a more all-out aggressive option. This is an ability that raises your speed by 2 stages and lowers your defense by 1 stage when you're hit with a physical attack. Ceruledge is in a middling speed tier. It's not quite as slow as bulky wall breakers like King Gambit and Iron Hands, but it's not quite as fast as some of the most central offensive threats in the format like Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant. However, with access to Weak Armor, you have a great way to boost your speed without needing to spend a turn doing so. After a Weak Armor boost, Ceruledge will outspeed the entire Gen 9 metagame, and if it spent a turn using Swords Dance while it was getting hit, you've now created a game-ending monster. A Focus Sash will give Ceruledge that free turn it needs to set up a Swords Dance and survive a physical hit, even if it's super effective. This set can be an explosive start for a team that paves the way for your other Pokemon to clean things up, or it can be the one that ends the game itself at the later stages of a battle. These sets usually use a Fighting Terra type. This will enhance the damage of your close combat and also provide you with a resistance to Dark. This also makes you neutral to types like Ground and Water that would have previously been super effective against you. Ceruledge is another example of a Pokemon that has gotten better after the banning of Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao is faster than Ceruledge and threatens to KO it with Crunch, and even if you have that Weak Armor speed boost, Sucker Punch will threaten to KO you as well. While Ceruledge could evade this by using its Terra Fighting, not having to spend your 1 per game Terra on this common interaction has enhanced the flexibility of Ceruledge. I would like to once again drive the point home that banning Chien-Pao has not created a metagame dominated by defensive strategies. There are plenty of great offensive Pokemon to use in Gen 9 that have been in the game since the beginning and are nowhere near powerful enough to be ban-worthy. All centralizing Pokemon like Chien-Pao do is steal the spotlight away from more interesting and varied choices. Ceruledge is a fantastic presence in the OU metagame, and it's among my favorite new additions to Gen 9. It's a well-designed and fresh Pokemon that is viable because of a combination of well-thought-out traits. It's at a solid power level, while not feeling overbearing at all. It can be a great addition to the right teams, and is a worthy Pokemon to consider using for players who enjoy a more aggressive playstyle. What do you think of Ceruledge? Have you had success with this Pokemon in any of your teams? What would you like me to talk about next? Let me know down below in the comments, and thank you for watching. Thank you to the patrons. If you'd like to send me a team to look at in a video, or request a video topic for me to cover, take a look at my Patreon link in the description for more information. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more informative content about competitive Pokemon.
The money got different, cause of what I'm spending. The money got different,
Oh, it's
cause of what I'm
Megaphone!
spending.
Whoa!
The money
KO
got
by
different,
one hit! It
cause
scattered
of what I'm
spikes!
spending. The money got different.